Like after you hear me say it's like over and over for a few weeks, you're gonna be like, he is a hemologist. He practiced at the School of Hemistry. Now he's a hemist that lives where? In the hemisphere. That's hard. When the tractor trailers got to go fill up the gas tanks, when they got to go fill up them gas tanks and bring y'all all them Plan Bs, and they can bring y'all all them mimosas, it's going to cost them more money to bring that to y'all. Ain't going to be no hot girl summer. Ain't going to be no brunches. Ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be, girl, you want to come to the house? All the baddies gonna be starting to farm. Girl, this is organic. Welcome to the Mad Lucrative podcast. I'm the host, the one, the only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm him. I'm a hemologist. Listen, everybody, I'm going to have y'all reciting some of the stuff that I'm saying. Like, after you hear me say it's like over and over for a few weeks, you're going to be like, he is a hemologist. He practiced at the School of Hemistry. Now he's a hemist that lives where? In the hemisphere. That's hard. Tell me, everybody in the chats on TikTok, on Super Chat, tell me that ain't hard. Yes, hemisphere. I'm in the hemisphere. You feel me? All right, it's time for roll call. Time for the roll call. Let me shout everybody out. I think I saw L.A. Jackson. What up? Lotto, what up? Minor 9R, what up? Shooter Run, what up? Jay, what up? Another Jay, what up? All right, Big Mike, what up? Tim, what up? We ain't got no Angela today. No Angela, but anyway, Sean, what up? Darius, what up? Big E, what up? All right, that's all I'm gonna shout at. If anybody else come in my chat and y'all don't feel love, just let y'all know Uncle Nito love you. I really do. I look at you as a nephew. I look at you as a niece. You know what I mean? Some of y'all might be like a brother, depending on the age group. Some of y'all, I might be your son. I can make the tears of life just spin. Like, I could go on and on and on. But anyway, welcome to episode 126. Episode 126. Okay, all right. Anyway, I'm not going to get too excited. Cause it's gonna be a heavy pod somewhat. I got a special guest coming up a little bit later. Shouts out to Tammy. She's a new member in my Lucrative community. Yeah. So she's gonna be telling us a little bit about her story and a little bit of things she does. And y'all know my whole platform. I want y'all gonna be reciting this too at some point. My whole platform is to benefit musicians, creators, people that's like the small business owners, those tier of people. Those are my people. So I'm here to help all of those people. If they join my community, guess what they get? I'm going to put them on a podcast. Hopefully they can interview. I really hope people can interview. I didn't vet none of these people, just let y'all know. So any of my Lucrative community members that might be watching this on the playback, just let you know, sometimes I don't have time. Well, no, I'm going to vet everybody, but this is actually one of ours. So she's going to come up a little bit later and tell us a little bit about what she has going on. Coming off this Cat Williams high, right? I really appreciate how the internet has embraced truth. You know what, man? I'm going to give the internet a clap. I really appreciate how the internet has embraced truth, because I think for a while I've just sat and looked, and I've been looking at people correspond to certain things, and I see how even certain events that's in place, right? Some of these events that's put in place is just to capitalize for the owner of the event. Like, people go to these things. I'm not going to say nothing about InvestFest. Oops, I just did. But I had a lot of people that said something about InvestFest and they didn't get anything from it. And for me, if you're gonna charge anybody if you're gonna charge anybody $50 and up, right? Not even $50. If you're gonna charge anybody, I'm gonna say 15 and up, I expect for you to be providing some type of value, right? Whether it's if you do have a t-shirt line and your t-shirts are dope and you have a certain cause or you got something attached to it, I expect for that person to be doing some dope stuff with their community. Even if it's just entertainment, do something dope where people feel like they get the best bang for their buck. So, I don't know why I got off in that tangent. But yeah, it's just a lot fraudulent. These frauds is out here. They out here just frauding out. Just giving y'all stuff y'all. And this is the thing. Everybody in my super chat, super chats, TikTok, all of y'all, I want y'all to almost sucker punch somebody with your words if you know that something that they're saying ain't real. If it ain't the truth, like, of course, let them get their statements out. Let them get their statements out. Okay, I'm listening to you. All right, cool. I got that. Cool. Got that. And after they leave, then vet everything that they just said. Google it. Okay, you got the timelines. And if something that they said wasn't right, I want you to go back to the comments and like, you know what, bro? And just start emptying it. Back in 2001, you said you did so and so. Can you further elaborate? We need that. Because I think that was why a lot of people went to the whole Cat Williams. They went to the whole Cat Williams interview. That was why. Because that dude came in and just told his. Now, I will say, I feel like he told his truth, right? I don't think that he fabricated any of it. Again, I think some of the things he said came out funny because he's a comedian, but it was his truth and he told what it was, right? But anyway, we're going to talk about some real stuff today. I've been telling y'all that I was going to start transitioning into a little bit more, not really politics, but community. I'm big on community. What are we doing to actually benefit our community? Whether that's with the black folk as a community, we're going to put us right here, bam. Or if that's with the black folk and white folk interaction, we're going to put that right there. Then we got this middle ground. Y'all know what the middle ground is. I can't say what the middle ground is right now, but y'all know what it is. How are we all going to coexist and do some dope stuff? That's my thing. And that's happened. I promise y'all. I'm more professional than this. I promise you. I'm more professional than this. But how are we going to have certain things in place where everybody is assured that everybody is heard, everybody's can we say communal issues have been addressed? We got to get there. If we don't get there, we're going to be short. So we're going to start on up. I want y'all to be very interactive because I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about some of these clips, right? Now, this is my pod, but I value y'all opinion. I really value your opinion. So let's see. First up, we're going to talk about this. Shouts out to the mayor of Massachusetts. Hold on, let me give her a clap. Y'all listen. Yeah. Sarah, yeah. I come from the school of hemistry. I'm a hemist. All right, listen.
If you have an extra room.
Listen to this. All right, here we go. Why are we lost sound. We lost volume. Up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on. What do we got going on?
Please consider hosting a family.
All right. Sorry, y'all. All of my audio listeners, I had to restart something. So give me a second. Here we go.
Most importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsored family. You can contact the Brazilian Workers Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an additional family be part of your family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site. If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well. And if you're a hotel or a motel owner, consider opening it up for emergency assistance. If you're a landlord or a property owner, we can use you too and connect you with service providers to help transition families into permanent housing. Everyone has something they can offer.
Okay. All right. That's my first clip. And that is Governor Haley of Massachusetts asking residents to consider their housing for immigrants. All right, that's the first one. She wants y'all to open y'all houses up. Say, hey man, come here. Look, I know you just came over here. I know you need some food. I know you need somewhere to come stay. You come stay at my house. How about that? Will y'all let the immigrants come stay at your house? This is my first question, right? Because this is what I look at. Let's break down some numbers. And these are hypothetical numbers, right? Hypothetical numbers. Or just stats of what's going on. So, right now, inflation is all the way up. I don't know how much inflation is up by, but I know food costs is up. I know gas costs is up. Property tax is up. If a governor comes to a state and they want you to open your houses up for the immigrants, how about we do this? Everybody, if they want to do that, cut inflation by 50%, cut property taxes by 50%, cut food costs by 50%, and I think we got a deal. But they got to do that first. We got to do that first. Because who said that this was a good idea? Can anybody, what is this? DeMarcus. Do we know why we are opening up the U.S. to all of the immigrants? First off, do we know why? Is this a necessary thing for us to do? Now, humane? Yes, possibly. I'll go with humane. I'm okay with that. But when it comes to dollars making sense, look at as far as the U.S. government goes right now, everything that they're doing is super taxing on the citizens. It's a big struggle. We're actually in a recession. They're still saying they're lying. Lies. It's just lies. They're still saying that we are actually doing good with our economy. Where? In Houseway. Can y'all tell me that? Because, I'm a kind-hearted guy. What up, David? What up? I'm a kind-hearted guy. But I don't feel like it's our duty to just take care of everybody that comes over here. Hold on, let me see what you say. Let's see. Tim says it will really depend on the ability that the person has and what they can do to get a job. So it's the thing, if they're giving people jobs right now, and they're giving them y'all job, honestly. And I'm not trying to turn us against them. I just want us to really think about numbers and stats and what that means for us. What up, baller? What that mean? Would y'all let the immigrants come stay at y'all house? And I'll let y'all respond in the chat while I go to this next video. Because we here. Let's see. Here you go. Hold on. Let me start over. This one right here. I don't know, dog.
What happens when you vote because you're so damn desperate you want a woman in office? The only reason why Joe that got his as president is because of that glitch Kamala. Everybody was so desperate to put a black woman, which she ain't black, as vice president. And now the whole country up. The whole country. How the hell you bring in all these illegals and don't know where to put them? Just for votes. Because the dead folks voting didn't work. We done caught on to that. And now y'all gonna take all of them children out of school. Why the did y'all choose Chicago? So now most of them children are black children gotta sit at home because y'all getting on my motherfucking nerves. Y'all sit up there doing this to mostly minority black children. But Trump the racist. No, you are racist. I'm getting sick of this for real. I'm dead serious. Y'all better fix this. What about the parents? All those black people that fund and keep the goddamn school open, they children gotta sit the at home and they gotta figure out what the fuck to do. How the fuck they supposed to work? I'm telling you, Joe and Ho, y'all got to fucking go. I'm fixing to march to the United States government. I'm for real. I'm fixing to join wrong because ain't no way, Ho. Ain't no way. Fix this.
You know what? For her, you know what I need to do? I need to give her one. I need to give her one. As I said on last week's pod, get a black woman on your team. This is the thing. She just voiced exactly what I would think. What up, Ray? We got some more folk in the room. Ray, we got Justin. What up? Mexican, not allowed to familiar. I guess this is my thing. So, always, y'all know I'm an equal opportunist. Everybody can get some love. Everybody can get the smoke. Everybody can get the prosecution. Whoever has anything that they need, they can get it. They can literally come and get it. But does this make sense? Does this make sense for the United States government to ask all of the citizens that's in those, what is it called? Is it a safe state? What is it called? In the chat. Do y'all know what it's called? Is it a safe state? What? Are we okay with this? Again, I would be okay with it if the contingency is they'll cut certain prices on certain things, but I know they won't cut inflation. They can't cut inflation because everybody ran it up during the pandemic with the PPP. So they can't cut inflation, literally. So where we gonna get the money from? I got questions. I would like to consider us doing this. I would like for us to consider doing this. If we sit and examine what's going on in different nations and see how that affects what's going on over here. And then also on another side, and I would hope that they have somebody in the White House to think like this. I would hope. But let's think of, okay, when it comes to our trades and when it comes to the citizens of the U.S. and the citizens of the different nations in the world, what can we all do to benefit everybody? Now, I know my man, little man over there in China, he gonna do his thing. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. He is, smoke man, smoke, right? But what can we do where everybody benefits? And if it's not possible for everybody to benefit, y'all know, like, war will be coming, right? Like, let's just put it out there. We know it'll be war at some point if they're doing this. And one of my concerns is also this. Let me see. Out of the World says what happens is everything goes up even more. Exactly. So the thing is, if we got everybody coming and taking a little piece of the U.S., everybody's taking a little piece, and they say, oh, appreciate that. I'm going to go take this over here, and I'm going to send this back over there to my family, which I get it. America is the land of the opportunity. I get it. But at a certain point, we have to think about self-preservation. At some point, we got to think about self-preservation because guess what? If we keep allocating resources and taking away from our stuff, we going to be short. We going to be short by shorty. Period. What up, Trey? What up? That's my thing, man. All right. Next clip. This is another clip. And I want us to put all of these things together. That's what I said. We're going to talk today. We're going to really, really talk. Put all of these things together and we're going to come up with some type of conclusion. What up, Drew? We're going to come up with some type of conclusion. Check this out.
In the United States by ethnic group. Starting off at the bottom of our ranking, in the 10th position, we find African Americans with a median income of $35,000. Moving up to the 9th spot, Hispanic Americans have a median household income of $43,000. Continuing to the 8th position, Nepali Americans follow with a median income of $43,500. For reference, the average American come with a median household income of $56,200. Climbing up to the 7th position, Korean Americans have a median income of $59,200. Now let's focus on the 6th position, where white Americans have a median household income of $59,900. Advancing to the 5th position, Pakistani Americans secure a place in our ranking with a median income of $66,200. Stepping into
Y'all
the 4th
listening,
position, Chinese Americans have a median income of $69,100. Moving up to the 3rd position, Japanese Americans come in with a median income of $72,300. Following closely in the 2nd position, Taiwanese Americans have a median income of $82,500. Finally, at the top of our ranking, claiming the 1st position, Indian Americans lead with a remarkable median household income of $105,000. Truly impressive.
All right, so we put all those numbers together, right? We put those numbers together, right? Black folk at the bottom. You already know. You know where this is about to go. Trey, Tay, King Combos, what up? You know where this is about to go. Shane, what up? Ron, what up? So put all of it together. If they want you to open up your house and say, hey, man, hey, you got an extra room, right? I looked at, based off of the census, based off of the Census Bureau and what we had y'all fill out for the past couple of years, your family household hadn't really changed. And you got about, based off of the census, you said you had 3 people in your house. You got 4 bedrooms. We can get one of your bedrooms, right? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at it like that. We can get one of your bedrooms and we can allocate your space to these people just in case you choose to not abide by what we asked y'all to do. We're going to go ahead and just take one of your bedrooms. How about that? We're going to need you to come off them. Exactly. Trey said we're going to need you to come off them rooms, player. Yo, so think about that. And I'm thinking about it just from the black folk standpoint. I'm not even thinking about it from the Indians and the Chinese and the Japanese people that's in America. Because when I look at that, yo, all of my Asian, I don't have a lot of Asian followers right now anyway, but all of my future Asian followers, guess what? That's still a form of pulling resources from the original American. There it is, I said it. You're pulling resources from us, and then you're going to make us even more at the bottom. What up, Cedric? Because this is the thing. For all of my white followers, Tim, I already know. I'm looking at the comments. I already got you. But I already know the first step that y'all going to try to say is, well, you're taking the victim role. Everybody got the right to work, and everybody, right? I already know what you're going to say before you say it. No, it's not choosing the victim role if you just assess what's going on. If we've already been at the first position, which is the lowest position, 35,000, and then even white folk, even though white folk wasn't at the top position, think about it like that. What up, Jalen? Even white folk ain't at the top position. We're at the bottom. And then a few tiers up from there, then you got the Chinese, then you got bam, 59,000. I think it was 59,000. 59,000 was the white household median. Think about it like that. And they want y'all to come off these rooms at the same time. And you're going to have to pay an extra power bill. And you're going to have to pay an extra water bill. And you're going to have to pay an extra food bill because you know they ain't got no job just yet. That's where we going with it, man. So I think we got to stop being quiet. And we look at... I'm going to always bring this girl up. But we got to stop looking at, oh, yeah, Sexy Red did this. So-and-so dating this. Oh, yeah, I saw J-Lo. She got a new video with something. And she's... We gotta focus on the things that matter. While all of these things in a blog, even the Cat Williams interview, I love the Cat Williams interview. He shed some light on some stuff. But even with that, it's distracting us from the thing that we actually need to be paying attention to. We need to be paying attention to your resources being pulled out of your household. Because it's some baddies. It's some nurses that's out here. They out there doing their thing. They got the BMW. They got the Benz. They looking good. They doing their thing, right? Sister, listen, I applaud you. You look good. You look good. I'm going to leave it there. But with all of that, where's your resources going? Because slowly, if we go from $3 to $6 in gas per gallon. Think about it like that. If you go from $3 to $6 per gallon of gas, what do you think your food prices is going to look like? Because when the tractor trailers got to go fill up the gas tanks, when they got to go fill up them gas tanks and bring y'all them, all them Plan Bs, and they bring y'all all the mimosas, it's gonna cost them more money to bring that to y'all. Ain't gonna be no hot girl summer. Ain't gonna be no brunches. Ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be, girl, you want to come to the house? all the baddies gonna be starting a farm. Girl, this is organic. Yo, Trey, you ain't lying? Am I lying? No. All the baddies, girl, this is organic. You know what? I decided to just start doing something new to get to me. To get to Yo, Susan laughing. This is the thing. You know I'm not lying. Girl, I decided to get to me, get centered, get grounded. You know what? I feel that one again. I decided, no, girl, you decided to start a garden because inflation. And Akbar got to stay in your second bedroom. All right. Yo. Look, Carlos got to stay in your second bedroom. I'm just saying, yo, let's think about the things that we're doing. What up, Nathaniel? Let's think about what we're doing. All right, this is another clip. Keep in mind, like I told y'all, I look at everything. If that's what's happening with the ISIS crisis, is it ISIS or just immigration? Is it immigration, ISIS? Which one is it? Which one is it? If that's what's happening with this, then we in for it. And I got some more clips. Give me a second, because I want y'all to really just build thought on certain things. Listen to this. Listen to this, and you let me know what you think. Hold on. Yo, Trey, they lighting it up in the comments. Yo, Lil Miguel gonna have your second bedroom. Yo, they gonna, but this is the thing, and we gonna go to the next clip. This is the thing, they gonna have your second bedroom in all 50 states. This ain't right now. It's just in the Massachusetts, Chicago, Florida, California. It's in those states, right? Was sanctuary state. Thank you. That's what it is. Sanctuary state. Thank you. That's where we are now. But, bro, I'm in the city for the weekend. Okay. What up, Darius? Got another Darius over here. All right, but listen to this. I'm gonna chop it up with you. Listen to this. All right, this is another clip. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention to what's being said.
How this is going to work. We're going to be in a situation where once your checking account reaches a threshold of $10,000 worth of activity, then all of your information is going to start going to the IRS. To put that in perspective, the average family's checking account activity is about $61,000. So that's virtually everybody. So it's going to go to the IRS. They're going to hire 87,000 new agents. Part of those agents are going to be looking at that information, again, at a cost of $80 billion. At that point, if they see something that they don't like, they're going to start sending you a threatening letter. This is happening now.
All right, did y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? Did y'all hear that? Let me know in the chat that you just heard what he said. Let me know that y'all just heard what he said. The IRA to the S. This is tax season, right? Last time I checked, this is tax season. Yeah. This is, what up, Scott? This is tax season. Yes. Yeah. Last time I checked, most of the people that's in my live right now, especially right here, I think Angela. Is Angela back? What's up? Hold on. We gonna give Angela a clap because she be late sometimes. I love you though. I love you. But no, anyway. And now I was not gonna shoot another pod. When you get in the habit of just delivering over and over, it's hard to turn it off. I can't just turn it off. So that's how I am. But so the last time I checked, most of us are business owners. What's up, CC? We're gonna give CC a clap too. But so the IRS is going to be tracking everybody's account, $10,000 and up. All of my trappers, y'all might have been on to something. Y'all may have figured it out. Yo, Yo, Trey, the streets been told us, man, I need the cash, bro. Don't cash at me nothing, bro. Don't Zelle. What is I don't even know how to spell that. Don't cash at me nothing, bro. You give me the bread, green, big faces, dog. The streets may have been on to something. Because if the IRS, think about it like this. And I remember, if I can recall, I might try to get a clip right there. But I remember somebody, he's pretty smart dude. This dude said when they come out with Fed Now, it's up. And then after that, folk was like, man, that's conspiracy theory, man. Hey, what you mean it's up? And then that person, I was about to say but then that person said, you know what? If they introduce Fed Now, then that's a tracking system for all funds. And then remember we had the situation happen with the dude that started Cash App, where he just mysteriously got unlifed in the alley. Y'all remember that? Well, y'all, matter of fact, y'all probably would not remember that. These are all new followers, so I didn't have none of y'all at the time. But yeah, when that happened, I said, yo, it's up. I said they are literally strong-arming their way into every source of income that comes into the U.S. In and out of the U.S., anything that circulates, they will have a pulse on what's going on. And y'all thought it was funny. Y'all said, nah, bro, that's conspiracy, bro. This is conspiracy. It's just conspiracy. That's conspiracy, bro. Nah, it could be. I mean, bro, I always use Cash App, bro. You know, what? I said, all right, cool. I don't think that it's ironic that it's just $500. Remember that? Hold up. Darius said I was here for that, and I do remember that conversation. Yep. And at the time, they said we're just gonna keep a track on $500. If you got $500, and they said specifically in Cash App, this is before the things happened with the Cash App owner or the dude that started Cash. I probably need to stop talking. Look, I just thought about that. Am I doing too much? But no, I just really examine every facet of life. Everything is connected to each other. Because why would they think about it like this? When did they ask us to all, they gave us the option and they promoted it on TikTok. Everybody just been putting a little, if you want to get a subsidy, it's a $1,600 subsidy from the government. You can get it today. Y'all seen these commercials? All of y'all saw the commercials. I know you did because I saw it. And I was like, yo, how can I get the $1,600? If I get the $1,600, we all saw the commercial. You could get a $1,600 subsidy and you can do this. For me, I looked at it like this. If you get the subsidy, and even my hood people, y'all funny. Because look, Trey, Dizzy, Abraham, all of my hood people said, hey, dog, I don't trust the government getting my dang on refund check, so they going to send me a paper check. I was like, so what? It's still going to get deposited in your account, and that counts as a tracking system. Ta-da! I love my folk. I really do love my folk. I just be like, what do you really think you're doing? You can't pull nothing over on these folk. Then now, I think that happens today, actually. Dizzy, what up? I think this actually happens today, but I think they're supposed to vote on whether JP Morgan or one of the bigger banks, I think it's the Big Five, one of the bigger banks is supposed to get their release to have Bitcoin as a currency. Something like that's supposed to happen today. So, all of my people on YouTube, yo, y'all are great. I think it's brilliant how everybody thinks that they're going to scam the system. No, you're not. You're not going to do it. Exactly. Todd says that they will easily be able to seize all of your assets digitally at some point in time. I agree. That's where we going. You don't want to comply. Like, what's the y'all? I promise I am like a freaking, like a genie. Like I just be sitting and looking like, I might be like, what's the dude name back in the day? Flashlight radio. I'm like radio. Genius level. I'm like genius level radio. Cause I just be thinking like, if they're doing this, then that got to do something with this. I told y'all this was probably last CC. Appreciate you, girl. I told everybody last week. I said, go look at Leave the World Behind. And I'm gonna say it again, cause y'all think I'm playing. I think a lot of people think I'm playing, or they're scared to address what's going on, and that's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of fear in you, cause I feel like fear will promote movement. Fear sometimes will promote action. Fear will make you get out of your bed, get off the couch. Get off the couch, put the remote control down, and go do something. Like the commercial back in the day. Go do something with your life. Fear promotes, sometimes fear will promote you to go out here and get something done. So I like it sometimes. But I told everybody, I said, go look at look at it for the content. What up, Rick? I said, look at it for the content. Don't look at it for entertainment. I think that's what happens with a lot of us. We look at movies and we think it's just entertainment. It's something in the tea leaves, y'all. It be something there, and that and then what happens is it gets implemented into our system, and it goes over our head because we just took it at face value. But in actuality, it's a certain version of something in that movie that's happening right now. What up? Hold on, I'm gonna get Big Rick up. I'm gonna get Big Rick a clap, man. You know what I mean? I can't see. I see the K word. I see K-A-H. I'm sorry, yo. I love you, though. I love you. I'm gonna just say Justin or Justine, one of them. I promise you, I gotta get a bigger screen. I thought my eyes would get better because I was like, I'm gonna be fancy. Like, I don't need to wear glasses. I gotta wear glasses. So, Khalil, is that it? Yeah, I gotta get the bigger screen. But anyway. I told everybody, I said, go look at Leave the World Behind. Go look at iRobot, War of the Worlds. And then I can't remember the fourth movie. It was a fourth movie. I said, go look at these movies for I think Book of Eli. I think it was Book of Eli. Go look at it. Yep. I said, go look at all of these movies for the content. And if you look at it for the content, make your own analysis based off of what you just saw. And just look around. Everybody thought it was funny. When they said, "Well, we gonna get the chip in your hand." They gonna make you get the chip in your hand at some point. We said this back in 2013. At some point they're gonna make you get a chip in your hand. They're gonna do this. They said that's the mark of the beast. Guess what? You been walking around with a chip. It ain't in your hand. But you been walking around with a chip. Guess what? When's the last time you looked at your iPhone? And look, everybody gonna be watching this at some point. When's the last time you looked at your iPhone and then notice when it actually dies? Like when the screen goes black and then you gotta plug it back up. Look at the battery power when it dies. It don't die at 0. Why do you think that happens? Trust the truth in the movies. Exactly. Tammy, I hope you're ready, girl. That's who's gonna be. She's gonna be on the pod in a few at 11ish. Hey Joyce. But look at your phone. Notice when it dies. It does not die at 0%. Look, Trey, Rick. Everybody gonna be looking at their phone like, wow, that mug was not lying. Your phone don't die at 0%. Your phone dies at around 3 to 5% roughly. Why do you think that is? Aha. Why do you think that is? Okay, Out of This World said it's to prevent damaging the battery. Okay. I'm going to go with that. Because it's less conspiracy theory-ish. I'm going to go with that. But I think, Another thing. Yo, I promise you, I told y'all we were going to talk today. Have y'all been looking in the sky lately? Just go outside, look in the sky, say, wow, pretty cool. When is the last? This is especially for my black folk because I actually started paying attention to it more after my white friend told me. He was like, "Bro, shouts out to Sean. Hold on, let me give Sean a clap." All right, anyway, he said, "Bro, look in the sky. I can't stand when these mother effers keep doing it." I said, "What are they doing?" He said, "Bro, it's chemtrails." I was like, "Chemtrails?" He's like, "Yes." I was like, I've heard. Now, I wasn't completely oblivious to it, but I just wanted to get his. That's what people say when they don't know what they're talking about. I want to see what your explanation of it is. So I just want to make sure that my explanation is the same as yours. Yo, Mitch, I'm having fun, yo. I am having fun. But yeah, I just want to see what your explanation is because I think your explanation might line up with mine. I just want to see what you think. What do you think? So yeah, that's my thought is this. I think that everything goes together. I think all of these things pull from resources. Even the idea of what's being shot in the sky. I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, let me look at it. I took a picture of it and I'm gonna show. Y'all won't be able to see it, but if you watch this on playback on YouTube, y'all will be able to see it. But it's a video that I shot, right? It's a video that I shot. I'm just looking at the airplanes flying. Literally. It's like, at first, I thought it was just one plane. And this is probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. About 8 o'clock in the morning. One plane, right? He's making a little line in the sky. So I'm like, all right, I know what he's doing, but I don't think he's going to do it like I think he could do it. But I know he's doing something. What up, Lawrence? So then I come back outside probably about 2 hours later. I come outside. This mug is playing tic-tac-toe. He is playing tic-tac-toe in the sky. Yeah. Like, let me put a line right here. I was like, this. So I went back inside. I counted. At the time, he had made 7 lines in the sky. One particular area. Guess what? The majority of my neighborhood, as I told people plenty of times, I'm in a newly gentrified area, right? I'm in Decatur, newly gentrified area in Atlanta. Or Georgia, because that girl said Decatur, not Atlanta. She said College Park, not Atlanta. But I'm in Decatur. I'm going to say that. I'm in Decatur. I noticed the same thing happened on the white side of town. So I said, okay, this ain't a black thing. They're not just trying to kill niggas. They don't want to kill everybody. Like, so I'm just looking. So I just started to think, what are the side effects of whatever that is they're spraying in the sky? What they spraying right now, what's the side effects of it? Because I kind of want to know, because I am a human, like, and I like to live. Like, I like to breathe. I like to eat food. I like to be able to walk. I like a lot of stuff, right? I like to be able to walk. I already know. I'm about to talk about it. Tim said it's silver iodide. Listen, iodine. Not iodine. Iodine. Listen, okay. I'm going to put it on the description in this video on YouTube so y'all can see it. And I actually got a clip of one of the pilots. One of the pilots is talking about what he's spraying. But this is what they spraying. When y'all see them doing tic-tac-toes in the sky, they're spraying this thing. It's called silver iodide, and it can cause various symptoms. Listen to the symptoms. This is what it can cause. Including nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, skin irritation, eye irritation, respiratory problems, and a headache. So I thought, okay, if he's spraying that, it's going to fall over this whole area. I have a garden. I know my neighbor might have a garden. We got animals. It'd be outside, right? What is the side effects of all of this? And then they introduced this. I can't say it like that. It was a thing that came up back in 2021. Maybe y'all heard of it. It's a thing that came up in 2021. Maybe y'all heard of it. It's called, it's the C word. C word. Maybe y'all heard of it, right? My question is this. Is what he's spraying in the sky right now going to affect how many people get those type of symptoms, the C word, get those type of symptoms? And if they do get those type of symptoms, has it been induced because of what's being sprayed in the sky? These are my questions. Hey, Victoria, that's my question. If what these airplanes, because I forgot to tell you, when I stopped keeping count, by the time I stopped keeping count, he had made 13 lines in the sky. This mug is, at this point, he ain't even just playing tic-tac-toe. He is doing basket weaving in the sky. He is weaving a basket in the sky, making lines everywhere, right? So, what does that mean for us? And if y'all have not paid attention to all of the planes in your area, just look in the sky today. I guarantee you're going to see it. I guarantee you'll see it. Now, when I looked at the pilot's interview, and he was talking about what happens in these planes and all that stuff, when I looked at the interview, what he actually said was this. He said, well, you know, what I'm spreading in the sky is completely harmless. It sounds like some old big pharma type of stuff, honestly. It sounds like some big pharma type of stuff. I'm not going to dig in that today. I think I've already dug a little bit deep. But he said it's completely harmless. We just get in the sky and it induces the cloud. The cloud sucks it up. It's called cloud seeding. If y'all want to look it up, if you want to look it up on YouTube, you want to look it up anywhere, it's called cloud seeding. Cloud seeding. That's what they're doing when they're making they basket weaving in your sky. In your neighborhood, in your sky. Because again, I thought it was just the black folk. It ain't just in the black area. It's everywhere. Cloud seeding. What does that look like for your vegetation? And I had one guy that I'm not gonna say his name, but one of the guys that goes, his kid goes to my daughter's school. And keep in mind, I told y'all about that whole fiasco when we had to get our daughters in a new school, and it's a lot of Jewish people, Indians, everybody's in that school now. I love it. But I'm waiting for my daughter because she does this. It's a little cute thing. When I drop my girls off in the morning, my youngest daughter says, meet me at the back door. So I'm like, okay. What she means by meet me at the back door is she wants me to, I'm going to kiss on the cheek, then she going to walk through the hallway, and her classroom is on this side. So I got to walk all the way down there. I look at her at the back door, and I wave, boy, kiss, and she walks in the classroom. Right? We do that every day. Ritual. So while I'm waiting on her to get back down there, this guy comes and stands beside me, African dude. I said, what's going on, man? I'm talking, chilling. So we both look in the sky. He said, man, what this will do to us in the next 10 years. I said, what you know that I don't know? What? Just 10? Like, what is this going to do? He was like, no. He's like, those are, and he said the silver iodide stuff. He said, what that does is it's highly metallic. It's not, the first word in it is silver. It's not just silver for no reason. It's metallics, and it holds a lot of energy or whatever he says. It's magnetic. Highly magnetic is what he said. I said, like, for real? He's like, dude, what you could do is if you took some of this, and he said in his lab, because he's a scientist, he said, we've taken some of this stuff in my lab and we've rolled it like a spoon, like a regular spoon, and it sticks to the spoon. What they spraying in the sky, he said he rolled it in his lab, in his laboratory, and it stuck to the spoon. He said, what does that look like in our bloodline? What does that look like in our system in the next 10 years? I was like, oh, Jesus. But this is the thing. And I'm gonna start wrapping this up because it's gonna get deep. It's gonna get deeper. Yo, do y'all like this? Do y'all like me doing this type of pod? Because I really enjoy this type of pod. I don't like doing the she ain't dating so and so and she a thought and she poly and this. I don't like those I like these type of conversations are necessary when it comes to the growth of a community. Because guess what? I also learned that the not principalities, I'm talking Bible now, but the municipal buildings and the people that's in charge of the water supply and all this stuff, they actually hire these planes. They hire the companies to come spray these chemtrails. They hire them to do this. He don't just do it just to be doing it. Everybody's county will actually go in, and I don't know if they do bids. I don't know how they work it out. But they hire the people to come spray over your area. we can actually petition against some of this stuff and be like, yo, you know what? Just let Mother Nature be Mother Nature. You don't have to induce clouds and you don't have to do all this stuff because at some point it's going to harm us. Let's be real. Let's be real. At some point it's going to harm us. You're going to be eating salads every day. Everybody's going to be eating salad. Girl, I'm a vegetarian and I get my kale juice and I eat. At some point, it's going to affect everybody. And then they say, you know what? We got this treatment for you. You see what I'm saying? No, we got this treatment for you that might be, it'll help you out. Well, what's really going on? Well, it's something going through your blood, and it's like particles, but I can't really tell what it is. If you take this treatment, it'll probably help it out. I know, look, everybody in the chat over here, everybody on YouTube, I already know I'm going to get hit with the misinformation. I already know it. But guess what? I'm creating content. This is just entertainment. This is entertainment. I'm a conspiracy theorist, right? This is not real. I didn't see no airplane in my sky yesterday making 12. That's what, we got to pay attention. We got to pay attention to what's going on, y'all. And I got to start wrapping up. I got to get my girl. I got to get Tammy in the building. Hold on. Let me give her one right quick. All right. I'm going to have to get her in the building in a few. So let's do a recap. Small recap. This is our recap. Right now, they want y'all to give up your room. So if you got an extra bedroom, go ahead and get up. Come off of that. Let Jorge, let Jesus, especially let Jesus. You got to let Jesus. Jesus got to be in that room. That's Jesus. Oh, big Jesus. You got to get big Jesus. So you got to give up that room. You're going to pay more taxes. You're going to be tracked. All of your bank accounts, guess what? They already got it. When they came out with Fed now, they said, we got it. Don't worry about it. We got it. They say okay, guess we got it. We good. They're going to track everything. And now, we didn't even get to the AI. Oh my God. We didn't even get to AI. Y'all, we got to wait till next week. Y'all going to have to wait till next week for that one. But AI is introducing more things. Well, Walmart is introducing AI in their buildings. And wait till next week. Anybody got anything in the chat while I get this up? Does anybody have anything in the chat that y'all want to talk about? Immigration crisis in Chicago is crazy right now. That mayor needs to be fired. Okay. All right. They're pulling resources from the black. That's what the girl said. They're pulling resources from the black community. I can't say it's just the. All right, let's do this. In 2024, we're not going to say that the government's pulling resources just from the black people. It's the black people. They're just doing us wrong. They're doing us dirt. No, it's not. They're pulling resources from everybody. Now, we might feel it the hardest right now because remember, this is why I played those videos. Remember when I played the video? I played the video of the mayor talking about the IRS, and I also played the video about the household mediums and the income. And the reason I played that is because if you look at the numbers, and you'll see that black people came in at the bottom of that totem pole, and then when the mayor was talking about what the IRS is going to be tracking is $10,000 and up. And he said the average household medium was $65,000 or $69,000. He said the average household median was $65,000 or $69,000. If they pull resources from everybody, who you think going to feel it the worst, the fastest? It's going to be us. But that does not say that they're just pulling resources from black people. We will just feel it the worst. We'll feel it the hardest first because we were at the bottom of that financial system, like what I was playing earlier. We'll feel it first. It's going to take who was at the top? Was it Indian people at the top? I can't remember who was at the top. But it's going to take the family that's making $100,000. They're going to still have to give up the same resources. Everybody gonna have to give up something. If they keep going at the rate that they're going, just come. I feel like they need to play Sounds of Black, Optimistic. Just hold your head up tonight, and you believe. They should play that while they got everybody coming in on buses. Cause it's ridiculous. It is literally ridiculous. Everybody, but yeah, so let's not make this a black or white thing. It's not a black or white thing. It is I will say it's an American thing. It's an American thing. Everybody gonna feel it. I told y'all I was gonna bring some dope people to the building. I told you off the rip. So today we got one of our Lucrative community members in the room. Shouts out to Tammy. Y'all say what's up to Tammy.
Hi.
So as I work out this chord, all right. As I work this out, what's going on with you? How you feeling?
Nothing. I'm feeling good.
Good. So let's do this. Tell people how you found me. We'll start there. I'm gonna take it off of you. You tell people how you found me.
I was actually just scrolling on TikTok, and I think I was in your lives like a few times. I just didn't really say anything, but like for your music reviews, and I usually take a step back because I do music, but I know that my music isn't for everybody.
Okay.
And so like I really just be observant for the rooms. And so I was like in one of your rooms and I seen that how you were like dropping knowledge and everything. So I was like, you know what? I know you was always asking people to join the Lucrative community and everything, and that's how I ended up getting to you. Like I saw what you did first before I was like, before I just jumped in and was like, okay, what I mean. But you were a man of your word, and you were giving knowledge to people just for like the $10, and I mean, you wasn't just like you wasn't just, oh, I'm just gonna listen to your music, it's trash or whatever, and then just going on. The point that you were going to, everything, like you were going to social media sites and you were giving them knowledge. So I was like, you know what, that would be something I really want to join. So yeah.
Oh, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Made me feel special. Appreciate that. So I think, so this is how I've been looking at everybody from the community, especially you, because you've been consistent as well. I look at what a person does as far as their work ethic. And when I looked at your page, I saw how much stuff you posted. I saw how, I won't say you were everywhere, but I was just like, okay, I can see what she could do with this. This. I see it. So when everything was the same, when we go back and forth for emails, I'm just like, okay, yeah. she's a real one. Like, I love it. So I love consistent people. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
So let's do this. Let's tell people about let's say your journey. Let's start there. What's your journey as far as life going into your art, as far as poetry and everything else that you do?
For the most part, like I started writing around the age of 8, or late in 8th grade, when my teacher was teaching us how to basically free write. Okay. And it was like my escape. I've been through a lot, and I've, shared it with my audience about like my verbal and mental abuse and all those stuff in my childhood. And it also like guided me as I got older. I just didn't really want people to go through that same thing. And I know you're going to probably be asked about that, but yeah, that's why like I created my company, Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless, because I didn't want people to go through the same thing that I went through. And I realized, I know there's a quote about it, but it's like, I believe I became the woman that I needed for my childhood. So it's like the voice that I have now, the point that I can speak up for myself. That's what I needed as a child. And now I have it as an adult. And I want to share it with everyone else because they may not have that same thing. So it's like, if I can be your voice of reason, if I can give you some encouragement so you don't give up because of what I've been through, then, I've done my job.
Okay. Tell me this. Do you feel like that is a higher relevant space for men and women, or is it more so for women?
Is men and women, because the one thing about it is majority of my audience, I will say, they are women.
Mm-hmm.
But when I originally started it, and I was telling like my coworkers, a lot of my coworkers when I was younger was men, and it's like,
Okay.
well, we need that too. Like that is the thing that I keep hearing from them. It's like, well, we need that too,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. So it's like, for the most part, when I check my stats, for the most part, it's 75% women, but it's 25% men. Like, so I do
Okay.
have a man following as well. And I also want to try to bring men more into that space. So
Okay.
because I know, especially now, like they have, you know, for men, there's so much mental situations for them. And not saying that women don't have them, but for the most part, they don't have a safe space.
Right.
And, without being judged, and, the world is on their shoulders, and, they have to be the man for this. You have to be strong all the time. And then as
Exactly.
soon as you show some sort of emotions, then you're sassy and you're this. And it's like, my goodness, you can't, like, I want Worthy, Worth, and Priceless to be a place for everyone to just basically be able to take off the weight of the world and just come on and get your encouragement and get whatever you need. So yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I know for me, when I think of people that listen,
Mm-hmm.
I will say, first up, I don't think I've had a lot of good examples of women that listen to a lot of the hardy, uh, private, vulnerable stuff.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know if it's just it's hard for them to listen to it because it's certain pre-notion that this is how you should be as a man, or if it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like so.
Yeah. Because sometimes it is that. It's like I was since, transparency, I wasn't always like this. I know, like, in my last relationship, in certain ways, like I wasn't fully healed, and I was more so always thinking about what he did to me, type of thing. So when he came up with the problem, like, wait a minute, you did this to me, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll just say, for an example, at one time, um, he was saying, I believe he was saying that he possibly felt lonely or something like that.
That's big.
And I remember I was like, and it's so horrible, but like I said, I'm transparent. And I was like, you feel lonely? I'm going, like, we just had a kid and everything. And so I'm like, I'm going through stuff too. But, as I healed and everything, I was like, dang, I really didn't hear him out. And that, as going through therapy and healing, I'm like, man, like, I mean, I really didn't hear him out. And then I realized that that happens with, with men, or, as a whole. It's like,
Right.
I'm telling you that I'm lonely. Or even though we're in this house together and this, and it's like, but I've done everything for you. Like, how are you feeling lonely? And you know what I mean? We're not really hearing them out. So
Yeah.
it goes both ways. But, as of now, it's like, I really do want to, let it be a place for men and women to come. But I know, like, for the most part, my audience is women. So yeah.
Well, maybe we could pull together because mine is mostly men.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but just the other way around. 80%
Yeah.
dudes and 20% women. So,
Yeah.
do you think that there are certain parameters that have to be set to get people to open up to be vulnerable, or do you think that it's a positioning standpoint? Like, I have to put myself in your shoes to feel
Mhm.
what you feel, so I can react to you in a proper way. Like, how do you think that could start gelling again?
I think, like you said, it is like certain parameters too, because you have to be observant, like how it was when I came on your show, or when I was scrolling through. Because I know for me, like, a lot of people will sit up there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm here to help you," or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, I've like, okay, you're here to help me. Like, I pray to God that somebody's going to help me. And it's like, I want to give myself to you. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, you weren't really here to help me. You were just here to take my money.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, that is the thing too. It's like, you have to be, I think we all have to be a little bit more observant before we just, go out, because everybody's intentions aren't the same. So
right.
at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I can position myself and say, I've been given encouragement for over 10 years, but if at the end of the day you've been hurt from somebody that has, given encouragement or whatever, you have to see me first. So that is the thing. That is, what I mean? Like, so that's where, it helped being a part of the lucrative community, because
Yeah.
now I have to make more videos and I have to be more personable instead of just, okay, well, God said this and this. And it's like, no, now you have to see me. And that is the thing. So it's
Yeah.
like, now I have to show them who I am, because it's a lot of people who have titles now. Okay.
Don't get me
And
started. These bums.
it's like, and they have the titles and they're not living up to those titles. So it's like,
Right.
at the end of the day, I have to be more open. Like, this is really my heart. I'm not trying to get your money. I don't really even sell anything, but I want you to see where I'm coming from so that you can trust me.
Right. And like I always say in our community too, it's just the base. If the base of it is just you offering something to somebody and you're not trying to sell it to them, then if you offer something to somebody and they don't want it, it's just all right. I don't want it. I don't need it. But if you're offering it and then they actually need it, you're going to do the numbers. This ain't no.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me this. With you being in this space, what motivated you to get in this space?
When I was basically 2010, 2000, what? Yeah. I know, right? I was working at this job and my boss, she had a daughter, obviously, and her daughter was about to go to college, like this big name university here.
Okay.
But she was like basically going to get her nails done, and she was paying to get her boyfriend's nails done.
Okay.
And her mom was just giving me all the grievances about it. And it's like, she has so much going on for her, and she's dating a bum and all this. And I just wanted to, like, once I heard that story, it's like I wanted to share my story, because I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want anyone to go through what I've been through. And so that's where it actually all started from there.
Okay. Okay. So it's based in you identifying yourself in somebody and then you created something to combat it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I like it. I like it. So when it comes to the forward movement, right? As far as your motivation, we'll go to content.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, what's motivating you to create your content?
I think joining the community. Like, I was going to take a break. I was actually, like, God had me like in an isolation thing. And so I thought I had like another month or two. I was like chilling. I wasn't even worried about making content. And then as soon as I joined the community, it was like, oh, we have to make 3 posts a day. Like, wait a minute. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, and that's why it reminds me of the story of in the Bible of Jesus. Remember in like when he had to turn the water into wine. And it's like, it's not my time yet. Like, I'm thinking it's not really like my time. But at the end of the day, like when you did that, it's like, and then I knew it was actually my time to actually, come out and, get everything together. So, yeah.
Right.
So, but yeah, for right now, it's like the new content that I've come out with and seeing how it is helping like my audience and like they're giving me positive feedback and they're like, oh, I needed this and all that. That is what's motivating me. Like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think when you start doing more of it and then people start to pull on you, it is the most gratifying feeling in the world, but it's taxing because if you're like, I got to deliver, because I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
The whole idea of the lucrative community, I fought it for years. Just the idea, because I was like, I don't want to sell nothing. I was like you. I don't want to sell nothing to nobody. Like who would buy anything from me anyway?
Yeah.
And then I was just, like I said, looking at the bums.
Yeah.
Do music reviews, and then I'm just like, everybody is being misled to do something that they don't necessarily need to do. It's like, if I give you the finish line and say you need to run 5 miles. And the finish line is actually 10 miles the opposite way. It's just like, it don't make sense. So I fought it too. And I think it's that imposter syndrome.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
So, All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. If you gave me one big goal in the next 10 years, no, 5, we bring it closer. One big goal that you would like to see for yourself in the next 5 years, what would that be?
Um, I know it will be like business wise, but I would want it. I would want Worthy Worth Enterprises to be the go-to place for positivity.
Okay.
As I'm growing and I'm going through therapy and all those things, I want to actually expand the brand and to get into more like fitness things and help them with that. And then get into cooking and all those things. So I want it to be like an overall brand that you can come to that is positivity, because we don't have sites for that. We have sites for gossip, but we don't really have places just a centralized go-to place for encouragement or positivity. So in the next 5 years, that's what I want to grow into.
Okay. Do you feel like that is a planning thing? Do you think that's a timing thing?
All of it, because it's like I want to make sure that is right,
Okay.
but for the most part, it's just basically getting off the ground and just going.
Okay.
And letting people know that I'm here. So, doing this interview and all that stuff, because it's one thing to, someone can scroll and see your video, but it's another thing to let people know that you're there. So it's being more visible,
Right.
as, getting out of my own comfort zone for that. Yeah.
Them comfort zones. Ooh, Lord
Ooh,
Jesus.
I know, right?
It tells you everything that you want to hear. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down today. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down today. I'm gonna just sleep
Mhm.
today. So
Yeah, I don't really have to work today.
so when it comes to, I'm gonna say, the patience value as it relates to you coaching people,
Mhm.
what has been the most taxing part of coaching somebody so far?
Um, for the most part, I had to do exactly like what you said. Try and take my emotions out of it,
Okay.
because I'm like, you came to me for advice, and then you're not going to do it. And it's it is that. It's like taking. It's like, okay, and I asked my therapist about it too, because I'm like, I want to help people, but it's like, you just sat up here and had me spend hours trying to help you do something, and you don't even you're not even doing it. And she was like, you don't have the control over
Oh.
what they do. And it's like, um, what might be good for you may not be good for them, type of thing. So it's like, that is something that I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? But to me, it's like, why spend money, you know, to have somebody help you, or say, oh, I just really need help. I really want someone to help me or whatever. And then you help them, and there's like, oh, well, did you do any X, Y, and Z? Like, no, like, I just, what? It's like, so I had to, yeah, that's something that, as you can see, that's something I'm working on.
Okay. Okay. So if everybody wanted to reach out to you, how can they reach out to you? They want to say they want to book you for an event or
Mhm.
anything. How can they reach out to you? How can they, do some business with
I'm
you?
on all social medias under Worthy Worth It Priceless. I just started my website. I just rebranded it again. So it's up and running now. So you can book me right on my website. But that
Okay.
is Worthy Worth It. Yeah, it's still worthyworthitpriceless.com. And you can just book me on there. You can get all the podcasts, videos, encouragement videos, and books, everything. And there is 3 free books on my website available right now.
Okay. 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 Everybody, Tammy, y'all. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Everything that she just said, I will put everything in the description so y'all can buy it. Like, I want y'all to actually go buy it. Don't go ask for no free advice. Listen, I'm done with everybody asking people. Look, can you let me pick your brain? No, don't pick my brain. Don't y'all? No, no, no. If y'all support this lady, I want y'all to support her in a big way, and just show love. Show love. We are growing, and let's do the work. Let's do the work. But I appreciate you, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll be looking for them posts.
I got you.
All right. Tell me, everybody.
All right.
ask this question at the end of the pod. Yo, they being spicy. What up? What up? Y'all being spicy. Don't ask me the question at the end of the pod. Would I give my room up? Yo, I thought I was gonna finish this whole podcast without anybody asking me that question. Honestly. Would I give my room up? You see how I'm repeating myself? Would I give my room up at my house? At my house that I live in, or like a rental property? One of my Section 8 house. You want me to give my okay? All right, I'm gonna be serious. I think no, I would not. I would not give my room up to an immigrant in my house right now. As it stands right now, the only reason is, if it were just me, I would think about it. But since I have a wife and 2 daughters, no, I would not ever put them in that position. Cause you don't know what people. You wake up in the middle of the night, they must sit Indian style, chopping the chicken head off. Like, what are you doing? I mean, I just went to just. Don't, Juan, stop it. Put the chicken down, put the head over there, go to bed, man. You know I ain't lying. What up, David? You know I'm not lying. Yo, Juan, put the chicken head down. You wake up in the middle of the night. Yo, all of y'all in the chat, would y'all allow immigrants to live in your house? Would you allow an immigrant to come? Appreciate Juan. Yo, I just said Juan. I told y'all I'm a genie. Thank you for following me, though, yo. Thank you for following me. I just said I was a genie. Would y'all... Come on now. Y'all don't know these people. Y'all have no idea the level at which they can be spicy. They might... Wow, what are you doing? I just thought I would cut some chicken out and make some chicken. Yo, let me say, bro, they all immigrants. We all are immigrants, technically. I'll say that. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go there. We are all immigrants. Just some of us, I don't know. Yo, all right. This is the last one. Hey, Tammy, I got the joint up too whenever you're ready. But this is the last one. If I go to bed at night, right? Let's just say I'll allow some immigrants to come stay at my house. And I go to bed that night, and then I just mysteriously hear at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, hey, but hey! I'll just be like, what are y'all doing? I need y'all to go to bed. We got to build a house in the morning. All right. I'm a building contractor. I'm actually a licensed building contractor as well. When I make these jokes, I can make these jokes. Like, them are my folk. Them my amigos. They be like, hey, amigo. Listen, any of my Mexican followers or my Spanish followers, I want y'all to tell me what y'all be eating. When we be on the job site and like we be doing our checklist and our punch list for the properties, what are y'all eating? It just be soup. Just like, what is this soup? And it just be... Y'all, I want one of y'all to come on the pod so we can talk. I need to know what it is y'all eating. Let me see. Tammy says, what do you need me to be? I got the Zoom link. Go to your Zoom link. I got the Zoom link open. But yeah, like, nah, dog. I mean, again, my heart would say this. This is a better option. This is what my heart would say. My heart would say, let's go ahead and instead of giving them the houses, but see, that's the other issue. At this point, they're giving people they're giving all of the immigrants that's here, they're giving them schools, they're giving them hotel rooms, they're giving them a whole lot of stuff. So that's just my concern. I don't know where it would stop. I don't know if you got people like that lady said, they done took my babies out of school. They done took my baby out of school and I can't get my this. If they're giving the immigrants the schools to go sleep in at this point, and now she's asking people to let them come live at the house we didn't even say this. She didn't even say for how long. Did y'all catch that? She didn't even say for how long. How long do they need to stay at the house? Can we figure that out? Ain't nobody say nothing. So it's a concern of mine. It is a big concern of mine where resources will come from and how the American people will handle the stress of pulling a whole nother nation into our country. The stress of it all. Because it's enough. I know I'm a husband that paid pretty much all the bills. I know I paid all the bills. I be trying to give my wife credit. I be like, yo, you did your thing. You did good. Why do dudes do that? Why do we do that? I think I just got the episode of Key and Peele now. But we'd be like, I appreciate you. You paid the phone bill. You know what? We ain't going to talk about this $4,000 that I just we ain't gonna talk about this $500 light bill that I just paid. All my fellas know what time y'all know what time it is. We got to think about these things. We got to think about all this stuff. All right, am I gonna have to reset? Oh, so what I'm gonna do while I get everything queued up, everybody, and Tammy, I'm gonna wait for you. But while I get everything queued up, everybody that's a musician, you're an artist, you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a business owner. If you need a community of accountability partners and you need somebody to help you navigate through what's up next, whatever you got going on as far as your career, your following, social media following, you need some ad time, like what I do, holla at me. We got the Lucrative community. I got something for you. It's only $20 a month, especially for my musicians right now. My musicians, they're getting 2 music reviews from me per week. When I go on live, it be lit. Like what y'all get right here on the pod on YouTube, it's still, listen, I am a hymologist. I told y'all that. I'm a hymn. But yo, you can join the Lucrative community right now. It's only $20 a month. All of my coaching calls, yada, yada, yada. I'm here with y'all. You literally got me on speed dial. So use me. Come to the community for one. Join the community for one. If you're going to pay 15 something, I think Netflix just took like 15, 17, something out of my account. If you're going to pay that on Netflix, you can pay $20 on something that's going to help you better yourself. I'm going to say that. You can pay $20 on something that's going to help you better yourself. And you got resources that you can pull on. And it's dope. I'm really excited about all of the people that's joined the community so far, especially Goliath. I got to figure out why he named himself Goliath, though. Trey, we gonna figure out why he named himself Goliath, because I don't get it just yet. Because I'm like, didn't Goliath die? Like in the Bible, like David had the slingshot, he hit Goliath with the stone and just think about these things. Let's think. I would never name myself Lucifer. But no, we got some really dope people in our group, and everybody is really getting to it. I love it. I love it. So if y'all need a support group, y'all need a mentor that's not taxing the mess out of you, come holler at me. All right. Link is going to be in the description on YouTube. If you're watching this on Instagram, it's going to be in my bio. TikTok is in my bio. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. So till next week. Peace.